Coming this fall from SJS Direct, Easting the Sands of Time. It's action, adventure, and romance in ancient Egypt in this fantasy flashback Easting series adventure. Pre-order Easting the Sands of Time today on Amazon.com. A couple of days ago, we had two of these Afro-American Negro females go to one of these Korean nail salons in Brooklyn. And after one of these Negro females had an eyebrow wax come out the way she did not expect, she decided that she wasn't going to pay for this eyebrow wax, and she got into an argument with the technicians there. Now, the technicians, seeing that this Negro female was extremely emotional over this eyebrow wax, decided to call the police, and they believed that if the police told them that this Negro female didn't have to pay, she wouldn't have to pay. However, the Negro female decided that she was going to continue arguing with them, and she escalated the incident where she started to get into it with these Korean technicians. Now, the Korean technicians attacked the Negro female, and the incident was all caught on video. Now, after this incident at this nail salon, we had several of these Negroes who decided they were going to go out here to march and protest against this Korean nail salon. And when I saw these Negroes on the Channel 11 news marching and protesting to shut down a nail salon, I had to shake my head because this was a textbook example of the dysfunctional mind of the Afro-American Negro female. Here we have this Afro-American Negro female who decides she's going to go into this Korean nail salon, gets a bad eyebrow wax, which only cost $5, and she escalates this incident into a incident where it becomes filled with racial tension, and it's an incident that did not need to be escalated into an incident filled with racial tension. Because if this female had any critical thinking skills, what she would have done after getting this bad eyebrow wax is she would have just paid the $5 and just walked out of there. But because this is a dysfunctional Afro-American Negro female, she escalated this incident into a brawl inside of the Korean hair and nail salon, got into a fight with the Korean nail and hair technicians, and then wound up getting herself and the technician arrested as a result of her inability to navigate through her emotions. Because this Negro female got emotional over this bad eyebrow wax, and she decided to escalate things because she had no self-control and she had no discipline. So she decided to bicker and argue with this female, and then they're fighting with the female. They get beat with broomsticks because they're deciding they want to leave before the police arrive. And this whole incident, again, was something that did not have to be. And what was even more troubling was after this incident at the nail salon, we had all these Negroes who decided they were going to walk down to this nail salon to protest it, and then the nail technicians and people there had to call the police and be escorted out of their own business and shut down their business for the day because these Negroes were angry over an incident that they escalated and created. And then after shutting down that nail salon, they decided to go down to another location of this nail salon and shut that nail salon down as well, and they protested and yelled at the police for trying to protect the workers of that nail salon. And when I looked at that, it just made me shake my head because it just showed me how deeply dysfunctional these Afro-American Negroes are. I mean, here you are protesting a nail salon, talking about how people need to treat you with respect. Well, I have to say this. Why are you going to these businesses if you know these businesses don't treat you with respect? Why are you taking your dollars into these businesses? And moreover, why are you protesting a business that does not treat you with respect? That's the completely mind-boggling and insane thing I saw in that whole incident, and it just makes me shake my head because I sit there, I say to myself, you're sitting there protesting a business that gave you bad service and people who you say don't treat you with respect. If that's not codependency, I don't know what is, because only a codependent individual will go out here and march and protest against a business in the hopes of getting better service from that business. And they're going to protest over a $5 eyebrow wax. That's what's so mind-boggling and insane about that whole situation. $5 is next to nothing for many of these Afro-American Negro women who have these big-time jobs as one source of income, child support from their baby daddies as another source of income, and all the money that they get from these simps. They could have easily charged that $5 to the game, decided to find another hair and nail salon to go to get their eyebrows waxed, charged all that to the game, and kept it moving. But no, because this is the Afro-American Negro female, and she's emotional, and she cannot navigate through her emotions, she cannot think critically, and she can't problem solve, she escalates this incident into a brawl, and then she goes and finds all of these Negroes out here to go join her in a march and a protest against a business that she could have easily put out of business if she kept her dollars in her pocket. Because that's what's mind-boggling and insane to me. If you really want to have an impact on these Korean nail salons and the service you get from these Korean nail salons, all you have to do is vote with your wallet. And if you go out here and vote with your wallet and then put the word on the street that this Korean nail salon does not provide bad service, that business is going to go out of business in your community. But because your Afro-American Negro female just can't think critically enough to understand that she does not have to engage the workers there in arguments and brawls, and that her silence has more impact than her mouth, she doesn't understand that her going out here to march and protest against a business just shows how much power that business has in her community, and it shows how little control she has over her own economy, because it's her decision to spend money with those Koreans that enables those Koreans to stay in business, doing nails in her community, doing eyebrow waxes in her community, and making money in her community. Because if she decided to not spend her money there, that would have more impact on those businesses than anything at all. But again, your Negro female, she just can't think critically, rationally, or logically to understand that she did not have to go out here and argue with these people, have the police called on her, get arrested, or get into a fight with these people. The greatest thing that she could have ever done was just pay that $5, walk out of that store, and then keep every other dollar in her pocket, because if she had kept every other dollar in her pocket, she would have been richer at the end of the day. Unfortunately, your Negro female is a short-term thinker, and all she thinks about is what she's feeling at the moment, and doesn't think about how that impacts her in the bigger picture. Because when I take a critical look at the bigger picture as related to this incident, it shows me how deeply dysfunctional your Afro-American Negro female is to go and march and protest against this business in her community, which takes money out of her community, and go and march and protest to have it shut down for just a day, instead of thinking, let me take my money and go someplace else for the rest of my life. And if you're gonna go march and protest something, I'm not gonna go march and protest over some $5 eyebrow wax. You would think you would go out here and march and protest against these gangs, against these dope dealers, but no, your Afro American Negro female doesn't want to march and protest against those institutions because she enables those institutions, and those institutions give her power. So she doesn't want to march and protest against gangs, dope dealers, thugs, the people terrorizing her community to the point where no businesses want to come to her community, and scavengers like these Koreans and Arabs come to her community to control the economy because she won't deal with the thugs and the gang members and the dope dealers. No, she doesn't want to do that because that means taking responsibility. No, she'd rather go out here and march and protest against a Korean over a $5 eyebrow wax. And by her going out here to march and protest against that Korean over a $5 eyebrow wax gone wrong, she shows the world how completely dysfunctional she is, and why her community is in a complete shambles overall. If you'd like to see me make more videos like this, you can donate to my Patreon by clicking the link in the description box. And if you want to read some of my SJS Direct publications, you may do so by clicking the link to Amazon.com. That's all I have to say for this video. You can comment, rate, and subscribe.